obviously using the word nigga wouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But now, apparently, allegedly, it's run by a bunch of TOS boys. So that's, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna chalk it up. So featuring my boy's bright side, bro. Damn. You know me. I ain't not. Okay. When was the last time we reacted to bright side? I think it was like 48 hours ago. But anyway, let's go. Oh shit, nah. Oh yeah, I'm used to doing quiz, like Q&A type questions from Bright Side. But right now we're just, oh shit, we learning the worst thing you can do during a bee attack. The worst thing you can do.
Well, here you are, running from a swarm of bees. You try swatting them away, but there are just too many. Their sharp stingers are getting closer and closer. Just ahead, you spot a lake and make a split-second decision. Without thinking twice, you dive right in. Now, you're underwater, eyes squeezed shut, holding your breath as tightly as possible. It feels safe, for now. But the moment you come up for air, you'll realize you've just made the biggest mistake of your life.
I keep going down.
I mean, jumping into water seems like a smart move.
Keep dipping
probably
your head
because at some point in your life, you've seen bees floating lifelessly in a swimming pool. So, naturally you think, okay, if I dive underwater, they'll follow me in, drown, and I'll get out without a scratch. Sure, that logic checks out. But, in reality, you'd be setting yourself up for something much, much worse. Now, before I explain why diving into water is actually a terrible idea, let's talk about bees for a second. There are over 20,000 different bee species worldwide.
For real?
To put that into perspective, that's more than all the bird and mammal species on Earth combined. Thankfully, not all bees are aggressive. Solitary bees, for example, don't have honey stored away to protect. And in the bee world, that basically means they're chill. They have no reason to attack you. Plus, male solitary bees don't even have stingers.
Solitary.
Then there are bumblebees. They do have stingers, but they're pretty small. Usually bumblebees are gentle and mind their own business. Getting stung typically only happens if a bee ends up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like if you accidentally step on one, you might end up with a stinger stuck in your foot. So the real trouble starts when you run into certain less friendly species, like Africanized honeybees. With those guys, things can go downhill fast. Once in Texas, a 62-year-old farmer named Larry Goodwin was driving his tractor when he accidentally disturbed a hive of Africanized honeybees. Within minutes, an estimated 40,000 bees swarmed him and started stinging.
Damn.
Sadly, he didn't survive. And that's not an isolated incident. Africanized honeybees are known for showing no mercy to their victims. Just disturbing their hive can quickly turn into a life-threatening situation.
Does that sting have poison?
That's because you're dealing with insects programmed to protect their home with ruthless efficiency.
Damn.
When they sting you, they're not just causing pain, they're marking you. Each sting releases a special pheromone, which is basically their way of yelling to the rest of the swarm, "Hey, here's the target." Fun fact: that alarm pheromone smells kind of like bananas, and once it's on you, it sticks to your skin, your clothes, and surfaces nearby. Africanized honeybees are especially skilled at picking up this scent. Studies show they respond twice as quickly to alarm pheromones compared to other species, and they're about 30 times faster when chasing a moving target. So all this means that if you disturb Africanized honeybees, trust me, they'll hunt you down and make your life a living nightmare. But you can escape if you don't make certain mistakes. And jumping into water is probably the dumbest thing you can do. There are a few reasons for that. The first reason is pretty obvious. Once you're in the water, your ability to quickly escape or maneuver is severely limited. On land, you can run fast or even get inside a house, shutting doors and windows behind you. But in the water, your options sink. Sure, you can swim fast, but if you're in a small lake or a pool, there's nowhere to go. You're basically trapped, and swimming around in circles definitely won't help your case. The second reason is that certain bee species can actually swim.
Really?
Or more accurately, they can surf. These bees
Really?
flap their wings to create tiny ripples, allowing them to glide along the surface.
Whoa.
Okay, they're not exactly the Michael Phelps of the insect world, but the point is, hitting water doesn't necessarily
fuck is that
mean
nigga
game
gonna do?
over for them. They'll just calmly surf back to the edge, dry off, and fly away like nothing ever happened. In fact, some bees can actually survive underwater for
Wait,
up
hold
to
on,
game
what-
over for them. They'll just calmly surf back to the edge, dry off, and fly away like
Yeah, but I
nothing
got
ever
rid of it.
happened.
But I got rid
In
of it.
fact, some bees can actually survive underwater for up to a week. So yeah, they're not as afraid of a lake or a pool as you might think. And the third reason is that bees are patient, extremely patient. They have all the time in the world to wait if it means they'll get the chance to attack you again. Remember that alarm pheromone I mentioned earlier?
Yep.
The one that gives away your exact location?
But it can stay on you for a
it
week.
doesn't fade away quickly.
Oh my
it
God.
can last for hours, even up to a day or more. This means
Yo.
bees might hover right above the water, calmly waiting for you to resurface. And when you finally come up for air, because eventually you'll have to, they'll strike again. And this time, the stings focus around your face, your nose, your mouth, your eyes. And if you're really unlucky and accidentally inhale one of those guys,
Yo.
that's when things get extremely serious. A sting inside your throat or airway can cause it to swell shut, completely
God.
blocking your ability to breathe. And that's not good.
Oh.
Now, it doesn't help that your body is now working twice as hard. You are desperately holding your breath underwater. You're panicking. Your clothes are soaked and heavy, dragging you down. Suddenly, you are no longer just trying to escape bees. You're also fighting not to drown.
Yeah, it's over with, buddy.
Jumping into water won't save you. It just adds another layer of danger. But water
Okay.
isn't the only bad move. There are other terrible ways you could react during a bee attack. Mistake number 1: fighting back. Don't do it. You'll just waste precious time. Bees have numbers on their side, plus the gift of flight. The more you flail your arms, the angrier they will get, and trust me, you don't want that. Mistake number 2:
Hell yeah.
covering your face. Sure, bees often aim for your eyes, nose, and mouth, and maybe our first instinct is to protect that. But if you block your vision, you'll have a tough time spotting an escape route. Mistake number 3: playing statue. Protecting yourself by standing still might work for certain animals, like a grizzly bear. But with bees, it's a terrible idea. And it all comes back to that pheromone I mentioned earlier.
Oh.
If you just stand there, a bee might sting you. And remember, all it takes is one sting to unleash that pheromone alert. Suddenly, you're the prime target for every bee nearby. So,
I think I've had one incident, bro, where a bee, but it wasn't a number of bees. I think it was like 1 or 2, but I was way young, so this memory might be a little bit fuzzy. But I remember one thing stood out because this motherfucker just kept following me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know when you go crazy, right? You try to hit the shit away. You hit it away, right? And there was like another one, if I'm not mistaken. Either it was that one or another one. I kept hitting that shit away. It kept coming back. But I'm like, nah, bro. I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? When you're in your superstitious day, you're like, bro, this bee might be the spirit of an enemy from the past. You know what I'm saying? From a past life or some shit. Like this nigga came saying, thinking I'm saying I got his money or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I owed him. Pheromone. I got fucked by the pheromone. I was, dog, cause I was really young. So you be scared, bro. You really do be panicking. I ain't gonna lie.
how to protect yourself? Obviously, the best way to avoid an attack is to stay away from bees entirely, especially those
I need
extremely
the honey.
territorial species. They are
I ran out of
incredibly
sugar. I need
sensitive.
the honey.
Even minor disturbances,
Fuck you mean?
like the vibration from a lawnmower or a kid tossing a small pebble at their hive, can instantly trigger their defensive mode. But if it's already too late, run. Running should always be your absolute #1 strategy. Just drop whatever you're
Nah, is this nigga body shaming or what? What about the big niggas? What about the fat? I'm saying, and you know, and this nigga said this shit knowing damn well that the big motherfuckers, they love food. You know a big motherfucker's gonna hark on some honey. Come on, bro, on some shit now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a hungry, fat motherfucker is gonna, you know what I'm saying? But then now it's like, yo, my boys ain't gonna be. Nah, okay, nah, that's not body shaming. It's like
carrying,
it's reality, right?
and get the heck away from them.
Hey, I tried, big niggas. You know what I'm saying? Big neighbors. I tried, y'all, to play devil's advocate for y'all, but yeah, y'all fucked in this situation. Like, I guess that's the point we're trying to make here.
Running is your best bet because it creates distance between you and the bees. These insects can fly around 12 to 15 miles per hour, but most humans can outrun them. Africanized honeybees in particular are known for chasing people for about a quarter of a mile. So if you can cover at least that distance, you will probably be safe. Long story short, nah, too late for that. But still, if you ever find yourself in this dangerous situation, remember your first move. Run, and run fast. This way, you can get to a safe place, like a house or car, where you can shield yourself from the angry swarm. And remember to close all the windows behind you. But if you get stuck multiple times, make sure you seek medical attention, especially if you're allergic or start noticing any signs of an allergic reaction. Now, it is a good idea to share this video with your friends and family. That way, they'll also know how to protect themselves from these vengeful insects.
Damn, that's crazy. These things are crazy.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.